Hi everyone, welcome to another quick session. In this session, we will discuss about another important topic, SDLC, Software System Development Lifecycle, SDLC. So SDLC is a very CISSP relevant topic. We will try to understand in layman terms and also tell you how CISSP expects you to think about it, especially from security perspective. What SDLC really is? SDLC, a structured way to build, deploy, and maintain systems securely and predictably. CISSP does not care about coding details. CISSP cares about where security fits in each phase. So what we need to understand, we are not concerned about coding. So we are concerned about security. So how security fits in every single phase. Think of SDLC as build it, check it, secure it, improve it, and repeat. First one is requirement analysis. Requirement analysis is layman, meaning what do we need to build and why. Security focus. Identify security requirements as early as possible. Identify compliance needs, GDPR, HIPAA, etc. Identify risk appetite. So in requirement phase, identify security requirements as quickly as possible or as early as possible. Identify compliance needs, right? So security must start right from the beginning, not later. Security should be baked in rather bolted on. So in design phase, how well the system work, secure architecture, threat modeling, we can do threat modeling, trust boundaries, data flow diagrams, CISS. So in CISSP, uh, they might expect you to have understanding all these phases. So therefore, we should know what it exactly design phase. So design how will the system work, right? And what will be our primary focus in this design phase? We need to make sure the architecture is secure. We should do threat modeling. We should define the trust boundaries. We should draw data flow diagrams, right? So fixing security flaw here is cheap. If you fix the security flaw in this design phase, then it's cheap. But if you come to know about security flaws at any later phase, it could be too expensive. So implementation, build the system, secure coding, configuration management, avoid hard-coded secrets. So that is also very important. So we are not supposed to hard code any important credentials. So implementation phase is sometimes very tricky phase. This is where mistake get introduced. So in requirement phase, you discuss all the requirements, you outline all the requirements. You in design part, in design phase, you discuss about design how the system will be built. But when you implement it, you may see mistakes, right? So there, in this phase where mistakes get introduced. Then testing phase is does it work and it is safe. Does it is it working as expected? Security focus, vulnerability scanning, penetration testing, security testing. Testing finds what design missed. The third phase is evaluation. Keep it running and improve it, right? So we need to improve it, right? We need to identify the mistakes, the flaws, and we need to keep it running but improve it. Patch management. Security focus is patch management. If something is vulnerable, right, after implementing, testing, and in running phase, then we need to introduce patch management, right? We need to update to the newer version, to the newer stable version, right? So patch management is important. Monitoring, continuous monitoring is important. Incident response, lesson learned. So continuous monitoring. Most breaches happen here, not at a build time. That is because now your system is in production, your software is in production, and now it is exposed to the user, and you may see some breaches, right? Not during build time. Security is integrated into every SDLC phase: requirement phase, design phase, implementation phase, and testing phase, and evaluation phase. We need to make sure that security is integrated into every single SDLC phase. As I said, not bolted on at the end. It should be baked in. Common CISSP exam traps for this particular topic. Security testing only happens at the testing phase. No, it's not correct. It's wrong. Risk is handled after deployment. Again, wrong. Security is continuous and iterative. SDLC ensures systems are built securely from idea to retirement. If you remember this line, you will answer most SDLC questions correctly. So now there are two more important terms which I would like to discuss in this session. SAST, I think there is the SAST and DAST. SAST and DAST are security testing methods. So you may see question related to these two terms. So therefore, I would like to discuss here in this session. SAST and DAST are security testing method and used at different SDLC stages to find vulnerabilities early and continuously. They support the idea that security is built in, not added later. SAST static application SAS stands for static application security testing. And SAST look at coding at the code without running it. Think reading a recipe to find mistake before cooking. So you read through the code, right? What it happens in SDLC, design, implementation, coding phase, shift left security, and what SAS does: scan source code, find SQL injection, buffer overflow, hard-coded password, insecure function. So what SAS does not need: no running application, no test environment. So CA says you just scan through the code. So you see, as I said, you see the recipe, not the cooking before you cook. So you try to find the mistake in the recipe itself rather you cook it. So CISSP exam keywords for SAST: white box testing, early detection, secure coding, preventive control. And DAST, dynamic application secure testing. So DAST attack the running application like a hacker. Test the locks on a real house, not the blueprint. When it happens in SDLC, testing phase, post deployment phase. And DAST, what does DAST test? A live application finds authentication issues, authorization flaws, cross-site scripting, cross-site cross-site forgery attack, runtime misconfiguration. What DAST does not see: source code, internal logic. CISSP exam keyword for DAST is black box testing, runtime testing, detective control. So SAS versus DAST, code needed in SAS yes, but in DAST no. Application running in SAS no, but in DAST yes. And SDLC phase, SAS runs in design and build phase, design and build, and DAST is test and production phase. For SAS, test type is white box testing, but for DAST, black box. And what it finds in SAS coding flaws and DAST runtime flaws. CISSP role is SAST is a preventive thing and DAST is a deductive thing. So I think these are important terms regarding CISSP exam. Uh, Thank you so much for watching this session. If you have any feedback, so please share in the feedback section.